Now that we've been able to digest, take in, and come to terms with the fact that Roberto De Zerbi has now been appointed as the new Tottenham manager, and after listening to his first interview, which, bearing in mind from my perspective, was very encouraging, and the fact that he said he's going to stay here regardless of whether we stay up or not, let us see, based on Roberto De Zerbi, who we think we should keep, sell or loan in terms of the players that we currently have at Tottenham Hotspur. Hey guys, it's your boy Manny here on Designated Hotspur as usual. Apologies for not being as consistent as I should be in terms of my content creation, but life is busy, guys. Life is busy. So please, if you haven't already, please smash the like, subscribe, especially the 68% of you who watch my content and don't subscribe. Yes, I'm talking to you. Please subscribe and please like, hype, share, whatever, all the shebang. And yeah, let's just get into it. Roberto De Zerbi is at the helm. We've seen some videos from him, from the training sessions. We've seen some videos in terms of his interview, his first interview as the new Tottenham Hotspur manager. Well, he's called head coach, but all rumors indicate that he really and truly has been given the ultimate power, the managerial power to be in the discussion and have the biggest say when it comes to transfers and how the club's direction is going to be. But I thought it's a nice, lovely bank holiday. You're probably going to watch this the next day. And I thought, why not look at the players that we have? Roberto De Zerbi has got a very distinctive way of playing. So a lot of our players, or many of our players, are not going to suit the way he plays. So let's go through from 1 to 20 whatever and see whether they should be loaned, sold, or kept. And the first person we're going to start with is Guglielmo Vicario. Call your agent, Vicario. Call your agent. It's an absolute sell. Absolute sell. Vicario, and I was one of those people. I was one of those people who, when Vicario got brought in instead of David Raya, I said, great, smart business by the hierarchy. Oh, how wrong I was. I did not even realize how wrong I was going to be in a few years time. This guy, I saw a stat somewhere that he's culpable for 68% of the goals we've conceded. Like, this guy, great shot stopper, and even that is coming to questions a little bit this year. But with his feet, his distribution, oh my goodness, like my son is better at distributing the ball than this guy. He is horrendous. His distribution is poor, always kicking it out of play to the left, kicking it out of play to the right. He makes you nervous as a backline as well whenever you pass him the ball, and we can't build up from the back. And that is the epitome of what De Zerbi wants. He wants to be able to build up from the back. He wants to be able to invite pressure and then set these traps and transition very quickly. And I'm sorry to say, but Vicario is not that guy. So my brother, call your agent to come to the training ground, because you're gone. You're gone this summer. You're gone. You're gone this summer. So for me, Guglielmo Vicario is a sell. Kinski, and bear with me on this one. To me, Kinski is a loan. The reason why I say Kinski is a loan, his stock is on the floor anyway, right? He had one good game in a Spurs shirt, and that was his debut against Liverpool at home in the Cup under Big Ange. He had an amazing game in that game, and ever since then has gone to the floor. He's been horrendous, and his confidence has been shot. He, especially against that game, in that game against Atletico Madrid, shall I say, in that first leg, he was a disaster for Igor Tudor. Well, probably part of the reasons why Igor was sacked, and also the main reason why we got dumped out of the cup, out of the Champions League competition. And in my opinion, we do not know, we haven't seen enough to be able to make an informed decision. Why do I say that? I say that, sorry, it says swipe up. I say that because he has been rusty. He's been sat on the bench to rot. He's not had a consistent games both in the Premier League or Cups. So we don't know what he really is. We don't know. All we know is that he's very good, well, supposedly very good with his feet, right? So my thinking is send him out on loan, let him play some consistent football. Doesn't matter whether he's in the league or in the championship, right? And then let's see if he absolutely excels, we can bring him back in. If he is average, at least his stock would have gone up. We can sell him for a decent fee. And if he is dead, then we sell him. It doesn't change anything to the situation we're in now. So Kinski, loan. Now we go to the right back position and Pedro Porro. Now listen to what I'm going to say very carefully. Pedro Porro is a keep for me. The reason why Pedro Porro is a keep is purely because we need to go from A to Z. We can't go, we need to go from A to B rather than from A to Z. And what I mean by that is we need to learn how to walk before we can run. And players such as Pedro Porro, with that quality in terms of his play and technical ability, we can't just sell him right now. Well, I would rather keep him and bring in a better right back that he can compete with than sell him and then have to replace him, and pointing out the fact that we also need someone who can also compete with the person that we need to replace him with. So in my opinion, Pedro Porro is a keep. Now Jed Spence is a keep for me. He has burst into the England setup right now. His confidence is high. He can play both right back and left back. Utility player. And those players sometimes might not give you a 9 out of 10 every time, but they will give you that 6, 7 out of 10. And in my opinion, Spence is a keep. Destiny Udogie. Destiny. He is a sell for me. I have never seen a player that flatters to deceive so much as Destiny Udogie does. My brother cannot cross the ball. There is no uplift in his crossing. I don't know whether you guys have noticed it. Every time my G crosses the ball, it's on the floor. Why, brother? Why? So for me, Destiny Udogie is a sell and replaced ASAP. Souza, the young Brazilian, in my opinion, should be a loan. Again, if we were to stay up, just as a caveat, this is based on us staying up, right? Hopefully the Zerbi keeps us up. But we need to get to the point where we do not rely on inexperienced players. And Souza is one of them. He's had some little moments here and there, little bright sparks here and there in the little time that he's played, but he needs game time. He needs to acclimatize to the league. He needs to acclimatize to England. And sitting on the bench at Spurs is not going to do that. I'm sorry to say. So Souza is a loan for me. Bring him back after. Let's see how he does. Romero, our capito, our capitan, our captain, is a keep for me. I don't care what you guys say. This guy, you place him with better players around him, he will excel just like he does for Argentina. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. He is not the caliber of player you sell. Simple as. Simple as. Captain, my captain, he is a keep. Van der Ven. Van der Ven, guys, in my opinion, is a sell. Yes, you heard that right. Van der Ven, in my opinion, is a sell. Why do I say that? Various few reasons. Ever since Ange left, Van der Ven in the centre-back position has shown that his qualities are running back. Running back. And my guy, this is not a marathon. This is not a sprint. This is not 100 meters final against Usain Bolt. This is football. This is football. And in my opinion, Van der Ven has shown that his technical ability is not that high. However, he is a very sought after defender because he's got great qualities. Don't get me wrong. And I feel like in order for us to kickstart our revamp of the team, we can sell Van der Ven for 80 to 100 million, in my opinion. We can. I genuinely think we can. And I think he will be the sacrificial lamb that I will sacrifice, considering we've got Vuskovic coming back. So Van der Ven, in my opinion, is a sell, and bring in your Van Heck or someone else to replace him for cheaper. One of the most alarming things that I've seen from Van der Ven is how much he lost his head and his petulance when things were not going right for us. And that's not what I want for our club. He can go and deploy his services somewhere else where he believes a centre-back of his stature should be. Bye-bye, Van der Ven, sell. Vuskovic, keep. I'm going to keep it short and simple. My brother, you're coming back to the team. I don't care whether your brother owns a team in Germany, whether he's the cook in Germany, or whether he's the physio in Germany. I couldn't care less. Vuskovic, bring him back now. He's one of the most sought after players in Europe right now. We need him. We need him for the new rebuild. Simple as. Kevin Danso, my brother. Kevin Danso, my Ghanaian guy. Keep. Simple, sure. Players such as him, who is happy to be on the bench, but has got enough quality to cover your likes of Romero and other players, is invaluable. That's what we had in Ben Davies for so long. I am absolutely happy to keep Kevin Danso, and it's not because I know people that know Kevin Danso. No, Kevin Danso is a great player, great attitude, and he is a keep for me. The next player I'm about to mention. Listen, if you're watching this, Dragusin, don't call your agent. Call me. Call me. I will pick you up and send you to the airport right now. Absolute useless player. Useless. Back 4, back 3, back 10. Useless. Technically useless. Mentality useless. Agent useless. Sell this guy ASAP. ASAP. His agent talking about Real Madrid wanting him, Saudi wanting to pay him 200 grand. Brother, sell him. He is useless. These are the sort of players the Zerbi will literally kill himself about seeing on the training pitch, because I've never seen. I started supporting Spurs in 2012 when I came to the country, and genuinely, I'm thinking I've not seen a centre back worse than Dragusin. I've not. So we can replace him with Dragusin, sell. Now, Paulinho will go back from his loan, so there isn't much that we're going to say on that. I don't think that the Zerbi football really suits him anyway, because his passing ability is quite limited. So he is a let go, sell, whatever you want to put next to him. Bentancur is a keep for me. Yes, you heard that right. And for the same reason that Porro is a keep. Bentancur is good enough to be a squad player in the team. He's experienced enough and he's technically sound enough for him to be in that team. We need better in that midfield, but he is good enough to be in that team. So Bentancur for me is a keep. Pape Matar Sarr. Pape Matar Sarr is a sell for me. Sarr, he had a great start at Spurs when Paratici brought him in from I think it was Metz in France. And I genuinely had these little Yaya Toure vibes, young Yaya Toure vibes. But he's disappointed me, guys. He's disappointed me. He has not got the quality that I thought he had. He is majorly regressed. Majorly regressed. And I don't know whether, I know people will maybe argue that he has regressed because of the players around him. Maybe, but I don't know. I just feel like I feel like we need better midfielders, and I would be very happy to sell him. I do think that he would do great in the first division in France, in one of those teams such as Marseille or Monaco, etc. Or he will do well in a mid-table team in the Premier League. Genuinely, I think he's been given enough chances at Spurs. He's not taking the game by the scruff of the neck, and he has to go. Simple as. Bissouma is a sell. From what I'm hearing, he has an option for an additional year within his contract. Sell the guy. He is arguably the best technical midfielder we have at the club, but his application is embarrassing. It's disgraceful. It's appalling. It makes me flabbergasted, to say the least. He has to go, and we need to bring in players with better attitude as well as better performance. Simple as. I don't want to hear anything else other than that in relation to this topic. Bissouma, sell. Gallagher. If this club was serious, and let me just say, I have Gallagher keep on here, and the only reason why I've got Gallagher keep is purely because we've just brought him in, and he is one of our highest paid players. If this club was serious and had anything, any backbone, right? Gallagher would be a sell. Gallagher would be a sell. We wouldn't even waste our time on that. I don't know what they were thinking, but he hasn't worked. He is like a headless chicken on that pitch. Headless chicken. So he would be a sell, but within this topic, I'm gonna say keep, because we've just bought him. He's got a 5-year deal or something stupid like that. So there's absolutely no reason why the hierarchy are gonna sell him. So I will say keep. Now, Archie Gray, and people are going to lose their mind over what I'm going to say. Archie Gray is a loan, in my opinion. Loan the guy so that he can craft, he can hone in his craft and perfect his craft somewhere else and see whether he is the player that people think he is going to be. He is not strong enough for the position that he wants to play. He's technically sound, but he is not technically quick enough in his decision making, in my opinion. But he is young, so I would love to see how he adapts going away, how he grows up going away. And I would love to see whether he can improve. He is not ready for first team Tottenham football. What we're trying to do is to push up the table, regardless of what anyone wants to say. If we do stay up, that would be the Zerbi's remit. It will be the Zerbi's aim. I'm 100% sure the Zerbi is not looking at next season thinking, okay, let's try and finish 10th. I highly doubt that. I highly doubt it. He would have not signed this contract to come in for 5 years to say, let me just try and get 10th. I don't think so. So I think Archie Gray is a loan. Bring in better players. Bagval. Now, Bagval for me is a keep. I think he has done enough to be able to be in and around the squad. I know people feel that they don't know what position Bagval plays. I know that. But I genuinely do think that Bagval is an 8. He is a great ball carrier. He just doesn't keep his passing is not bad purely because he's got bad technical ability. I think his passing is bad because he's always looking down. And these things are fixable. He has got the strength to play in this league, and I think right in and around the squad as a squad player, he is a keep. Now, James Maddison is a keep. One of the best players that we have. Injury prone, unfortunately, but we have missed him badly this season. The fact that he did his knee. I think he did his knee at the start of this pre-season against Newcastle and has not played the whole season is part of the reason why we are where we are. So he is a keep, and I can't wait for him to come back to play in the Zerbi system. Now, Xavi Simons. Xavi Simons is a keep for me. Xavi Simons is a keep. I think there is a player in there. He might not understand the role as much as he should do, but I think for a first season, he's been okay. I think I read a stat somewhere again that he is the highest chance creator in our team, and he is because he is a 10. He's the only 10 we have. So Xavi Simons is a keep for me. Kolo Muani. My brother, you are on loan, and you are lucky on loan because I would have sent you off myself. Stinky attitude, stinky application, and stinky player. The fact that he makes the France national team every time is baffling to me, considering the array of quality that national team has. But good riddance once his loan move comes to an end. Good riddance. Randall Kolomwani. Wilson Odobert is a keep. Couldn't care less what you guys think. Let me know if you disagree with me. Wilson Odobert, keep that brother. He had little spells with Ange, and I saw him and I thought, this guy is gonna be a baller. And he's done the same with Frank when he came. He literally played himself into a starting position to the starting 11 with Thomas Frank, and it's because of his low center of gravity, his technical ability, and all he needs is to bulk up. He needs to bulk up. He might not, be first team worthy, but I have seen enough from Odobert that I want him part of the squad. I think he'll be good enough to push to be a starter in the near future. So Odobert, keep for me. Mathys Tel. I was dithering with this one. I was and ahhing, and I think I ended up saying that Mathys Tel is a loan for me. But if a good offer was to come in for Mathys Tel, I would sell the brother too. He probably in the last few months has been our best player, our most promising player, but he is not an out and out winger, which is what we need. We need someone in the profile of Son in that position, and Mathys Tel is not that guy. He would sulk if he's not given a starting berth in that team, and also he wants to play striker anyway, which for a Premier League player, he's not got the qualities to do that. So in my opinion, Mathys Tel, borderline loan, borderline sell. Mohamed Kudus, my brother, my Ghanaian brother as well. Another player that we've missed ever since he is injured himself. Really missed him. He is a keep for me. No ifs, buts, or maybes. No questions with regards to that. He is arguably our best player. And yeah, he is a keep. He is an absolute keep. Kulusevski, another player who I would happily say is a keep. This guy we haven't seen in over a year now, and it's really concerning. So we can't even sell him anyway. We can't even sell him. But I don't know whether he is going to come back the same player that he was before his injury. I'm okay with that. I'm okay to see whether he is going to come back stronger. And he has been posting a lot of videos. His mentality, I watched a team talk that he had for the Sweden national team, and this guy has got the right mentality. He's got the strength and mentality that is required, that I would even give him the armband if I could. That's how highly I rate Kulusevski. And I do think that for Roberto De Zerbi's system, he will still thrive in that system too. So for me, Kulusevski is a keep. Now, Mikey Moore. Mikey Moore for me, guys, after his stint at Rangers, I would really like to see... I would really like to see, it's telling me that my transmitter battery is dying. I would really love to see whether Mikey Moore has improved his strength. If he has improved his physical strength, Mikey Moore would be a keep for me. If he hasn't, he will be a loan. Definitely not a sell. That's where I am on Mikey Moore. Richarlison has overstayed his welcome. Sell. Love you, Richarlison. Love your attitude. Love the love that you have for the club. But love for the love, as Turkish will say, goodbye. Your time is up. Finally, final but not least, last but not least is Solanke. He is a keep for me purely because, again, just like Porro and Bentancur, I think we need a better striker. But that better striker, who else would be better to be his understudy than Solanke if our striker was to get injured or rotated? I am happy to have Solanke as a squad player. I think he's good enough to be a squad player. I don't think he's good enough to be a starter. So I would keep Solanke for those reasons. So guys, if you have got to this point, thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for always showing support. So please, if you can, like this video, please subscribe, please hype, and again, come on you Spurs.